Hi guys, Extreme Fishing here. Thanks for tuning in. Today is not a fishing video. Today I'm going to show you what I have on my jet ski and how I set my jet ski up for fishing. So let's see. The Thanksgiving just passed. Went to my friend's house. Apparently two guys actually own a boat. And number one question about the jet ski fishing, they kind of ask, how far do you go out and how much do you spend on the gas? So long story short, well, I usually go out about, I don't know, about the site 10, Delaware site 10. I believe site 10 is about 6 to 7 miles one way. So round trip is about 14 to like 60 miles. And obviously, you know, you also kind of like, you know, go to different spots, different structures, and you fish. You kind of like, you know, drive around that site, right? So I want to say approximately 20 miles total round trip, plus whatever the mileage the hours you put in there to go to different spots. So that usually costs me about, I don't know, $20 in gas, like, because this jet ski, this is not a Fish Pro, this is GTX 300 limited, so it requires premium gas. So about 5 gallons, I want to say about $20 or less. So that's how much I spend on the gas usually. So here we go. First, the trolling motor. So I have a 12 volt Minn Kota Terova mounted on this awesome mount that Mike Stinger, shout out to Mike Stinger, Mike Stinger built for us, for 3 of us actually. So this is, so 2 of my friends got the exact same one. Awesome. I mean, this thing is, not only it looks good, it's so strong, sturdy. And he added this extra, the plate, the metal plate, and also made this hole here for me to actually pull down this lever, by pulling this string here. So it creates, so he didn't want to just kind of like, you know, if you angle this way, right, then it's not, the lever's not going to go down. So he actually said, hey, I'm going to make another plate. You can put the string underneath of this hole, so you have the 90-degree angle, so you can actually, when you pull, it actually pulls down. So awesome design. And also he added this splash guard, so it's not gonna, it basically blocks a lot of water coming from this area. So brilliant design, very sturdy, awesome. And okay, so you can kind of take a look at it, how I set it up. Oh, it's kind of messy, but not bad. And I have rod holders, like one, so I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rod holders, and 2 cup holders in the front and 1 in the back, but I kind of took it off for now, but I'm gonna probably add that later. By the way, these rod holders are about, I don't exactly remember, it's been a while, so I want to say $35 to $40 a piece. Same thing with the cup holder. And also added this second Fishfinder unit. Reason why I added this one is the factory setup one. You actually have to have this jet ski to be on. So it's kind of hassle, because a lot of times when I'm fishing, engine is off, and when the engine is off, the fish finder is off. But like talk fishing, the bottom fishing, once you get to a spot, let's just say you go to a structure, right, and you turn it off and you spot lock, and you just use the trolling motor to kind of like, you know, unless it's far, you kind of like move around, and you want to see the bottom. You want to see what it looks like in the bottom, and then you want to also see the water temperature and, you know, the water depth and all the kind of stuff, right? Because it'll definitely, you know, it helps. So I say, you know what, I'm gonna add another Fishfinder unit, and then have a dedicated lithium battery just for the trolling, just for the Fishfinder. So that's what I did. So it's been working great. And also I bought this, the mount, the Fishfinder mount, 7-inch. I think I got it from Australia, and this one was like $350. Expensive, but it is what it is, right? And I also added this windshield, the wind guard, whatever you call it. And this one, again, if I say give you the price, I bought all this when they're on sale, so they're all like 20% off. So I think I pay about a little over $300 for this, and very easy to install. So, and it helps. It helps a lot. So I'm glad I bought that. And let's see here. Oh, by the way, the seats, when you buy a GTX 300, it doesn't come with this Fish Pro seats, like a flat seats. It has the rider's seat, so it has the back support and all that kind of stuff. So it's made for the riders. However, for fishing, you like it kind of flat. So so I have another one. So this is the fish. I mean, I also have the original seats, but I also have this one. So mainly I use this because I'm fishing, right? So yeah, and the seats are expensive. I think they're like $700–800. And let's see. And I have total of 1, 2, 3, 4 LinQ accessories. This is one of them. The storage unit, waterproof, very good. And I have another one usually stacked on top of this one, the smaller size. But right now, talk fishing season, well, it's kind of over. It's too cold now, so I'm gonna probably winterize it within a week or two. But I'm just saying, for the talk fishing, what do you normally use? You just use sinkers, little line, hooks, scissors, and the pliers, right? So this will carry more than enough. So I kind of like detach the smaller storage unit here. And I also added this cooler extension, only because in the summertime when I go flounder fishing and the ribbon fish, you know, stuff like that, I didn't want to put my drinks, especially my drinks and the food, along with my fish, my catch. It gets so nasty. So I usually keep my stuff, my food or lunch or drinks, here on the top. So it's nice and clean, nice and cold, and that's the whole reason why I bought it. And oh, so GTX Limited does not have this Fish Pro extension, the DAC extension. So I bought this. This one, again, this one is pricey. This one is $500, or a little over $500 for the part. And the installation is, however, like $600. And that was the cheapest guy too. I think $500 to $600. I don't exactly remember, but yeah. So, but I'm glad I got this, because without this, it was perfectly fine. But for me to actually have another accessories hooked up to this LinQ system, I kind of had to remove the seat. As you can see, I don't have any LinQ thing here, but, and you know, it's just, I didn't want to remove my seat. I want this sits together when I'm fishing, so that's why. And also, here's another thing that I got it from Mike Stinger, is this belly mount for the transducer for my second Fishfinder. Awesome product. It fits like factory fit. Very sturdy. Man, this guy, the Mike Stinger, I mean, I spoke to him a few times over the phone. Extremely nice, very nice guy, very knowledgeable, and he doesn't want to just sell the product. He want to make sure that the things you want to get is the things you need to get, you know. So very helpful. His product is just awesome, top notch. Let's see what else I got. Oh, so for the trolling motor, the lines, well, this is the part where I kind of hesitate to do. So I added the plug, the Minn Kota plug here. So obviously I made about 2-inch hole here, and I plugged this here, and then I ran the wire inside the hole, and it is coming out of this the storage unit. Again, I wanted to kind of like put it here, but this Minn Kota plug is very wide, very long, so it didn't really fit here because of the speaker and all that kind of stuff. If you don't have the speaker, you can definitely add the plug here somewhere, and it will still fit. And out of all the plugs, the Minn Kota plug is the best. Nothing's gonna seal the water like a Minn Kota plugs. So if you want to actually ever get a, you know, the plug, the trolling motor plug, definitely Minn Kota. So I spoke to Mike. Hey, you know, I want to make a hole here, and the first thing he asked is that I mean, what do you want to add? What kind of plug you want to get? He said, unless it's a Minn Kota, don't do it, but if it's Minn Kota, it should be fine. So that's what I did, and I had it for, I made this hole for like I mean, I've been using it for 1 year. No issues. Obviously I had to put like the seal, what is it, can't remember the anyways, yeah, so you get the picture, right? So yeah, awesome mount. And let me show you. Oh, also another thing, GTX does not have this gun, I think it's this gun rail. It's basically the step, the full step, for the fishing, right? So this thing was fairly cheap. It was on sale for like definitely less than $100 for both. Easy to install, very easy to install. I want to say about $80 some. Anyways, that's very helpful, and sometimes this is the reason why, if you want to actually get a fishing jet ski, I definitely recommend you to get the Fish Pro, because Fish Pro has all these little things like the, you know, gun rails and the extensions and all the kind of stuff already built into it, right? So, and then plus they're cheaper. When you think about it, you know, by the time I added all this stuff, it was very expensive. But Fish Pro already has it. It's just the smaller engine, which is, I think that 170 horsepower is more than enough for fishing. You know, a lot of times you don't even go that fast. However, when the condition is nice, when you want to yank it, right, when you want to actually pull the trigger, yeah, you can definitely feel the difference. I mean, I love when I go like 55 miles, 60 miles. This thing, I mean, the Fish Pro cannot catch this guy. But other than that, you know, for fishing, Fish Pro, more than enough. 170 horsepower, more than enough. And then plus, you put for Fish Pro, you just put the regular gas, and then it's cheaper. And then this is my, it's kind of messy, but it is what it is. I'm gonna probably reorganize this unit a little bit more cleaner in a way. So I have the breaker hooked up to the wall for the trolling motor, and the trolling motor, this battery is 12 volt lithium battery, 100 amp. So I can probably full charge. I can probably use it for 2 days. You know, 16 to 20 hours maybe. And I also have dedicated. This is the my second Fishfinder wire. I have Nocqua battery, the lithium battery. It's very small. It fits right in here. Fits right in here. It's already got a waterproof case, housing, and all the kind of stuff. So I paid $200 for that. It came with a charger, wires, and all the kind of stuff. That battery to run this Fishfinder unit, it'll last. If I fish for like 8 to 10 hours a day and then leave it on the whole time, it'll last about 2.5 days. So yeah, it lasts for a long time. So I was very impressed with the quality of the battery. All right, one more thing, because if it's the limited version, I have the hand warmer here. You can turn it on when the ski is running, so it warms up the handle. Well, it helps in the fall time or the springtime, but when it gets really cold, yeah, you need more than just this. You definitely need like thick gloves and all that kind of stuff, because yeah, you'll only warm up your palm, not the at the outside of it, right? So, but it helps. It's very nice to have. It's cool. And so yeah, that's my setup. And then you're gonna probably say, hey, your ski looks very simple compared to a lot of the skiers, right? For the fishing. So I've seen people got all different kinds of crazy stuff that looks really cool, right? And they added the cutting boards, the light sticks, or lights, or the rod holders, all the kind of stuff. Very cool. I love it. I love how it looks, but that's not my thing. And people actually added some lights here, the LED lights, and you name it, they got everything, right? But for me, that's just distractions. And then not only just the distractions, and there's more things that I need to take care of, like, you know, adding a battery. Depends on what kind of batteries you use, or you can do the rechargeable style of the lights, or the battery power lights. Either way, there's one more things that I need to worry about, right? And then plus, I don't even fish at night, so I don't need no light. So I thought it was kind of pointless to me. But at the same time, when you go out early in the morning, yes, it does look cool and it's awesome. But and then plus, people actually add some underlights, you know, very cool. But well, other than being cool, well, what is the purpose? I mean, that's just how I view those things. So however, the lights will definitely help when it's foggy. So I'm thinking about maybe getting one light, the navigation light here. This is real Blazer, so I can just buy the battery power, the navigation light here, in case if it's foggy and things like that, so people can see me from the distance. Rather than that, no point of me having a light. It's just, again, then I need to worry about adding potentially running another wire to the lithium battery here, all the kind of stuff. Again, I don't go to lakes. I strictly do the saltwater fishing, and less electronical stuff is better, less to go wrong. So yeah, and well, hopefully I cover everything. But if I miss anything, or if you have any questions, just let me know. Then I'll answer you as quickly as possible. And also, there's no right or wrong settings. Just remember, this is my preferences. This is how I want to do things. When I move around, I don't want any of the distractions, any of accessories. I can potentially trip and fall over or break. But some people, they do just fine with all these accessories, so they're fine. Again, this is my style of fishing, and this is more than enough for me. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll talk to you again.